Welcome to AO Redone Modded 4 Panzer Corps 2 1944. I was thinking of not doing this, but that lasted about a day or two. So if I'm that interested in playing it, it is probably mildly interesting to someone else. Perhaps. Either that or it's just complete overkill. I don't know if it's going to be a slaughter. I read over the description or detail on Steam Workshop. It looks like it's at least intended to be more challenging. It can be. We're going to find out. We're going to go alternative history, as that seems the route we're taking. I'd be surprised if we make it to 45, but then again, I'm surprised we're in 44 here, so we'll see what happens. We can keep it a bit spicy, maybe, if we continue with the denied artillery. I've essentially had it denied the entire game. There's a Sturm Tiger unit that's really nice that pops up somewhere maybe mid or late in this year campaign. I'm not really sure exactly when, but it has 6 rounds, very good defensive characteristics. There's also, you can pay, reset your prestige and acquire the artillery version of the, I think it's ISU 152. Whenever I capture these things, I never seem to get the artillery version, but if I were, it would get, if I put Elsa Kloss with it, it would get 6 rounds, which makes it, you can sort of rely on it. The Sturm Tiger, if you put Kloss on that, you could put Kloss, camouflage, say lethal, and and some other thing or whatnot, a rapid fire or tank killer or something, and really rely on it. It has 9 rounds. The 6 base and then 3 more for Kloss. Well, let's see what we get with just slow modernization, and maybe we'll take denied as well. Let's see here. Flexible command is nice for, say, 40, 41, 42, but now these, I don't think I can split my recon cars so much. I have a tank wandering around that's auto-surrender. So the recon car, even if it doesn't split, essentially it still does like only 3 points at most to a line tank, if that. Sometimes only 1. So it becomes a bit pointless, and I'm not surrendering anything other than with these auto-surrender recon vehicles that I have, as well as that tank. So I'll not take that. We'll have this. Unfortunately, that leaves me wanting for Panzer General, but not having enough points for it. Master of Blitzkrieg, Perimeter Control, Force Concentration. I really want to have more units on the field, although I suppose I could do without it and run more. Normally I run a lot of Air Force or planes and not a lot of anti-air. Here I run just a little bit of both and a lot of tanks. So I think I'll feel the pain of Panzer General more than I would normally. But I suppose I could do without it and instead take what exactly? Maybe we'll just take denied artillery again and not really worry. Let's see what we have now. We have various things available. We have 2 extra points. That's a nice trade right there, especially if you take, that gives me a lethal I can take off of one of my anti-air, because they'll have the lethal trade already. And I could run another bomber. I could run 4 strat bombers with lethal. All I need is another double attack, and I'll have the equivalent of 5 Redelles flying around bombing stuff. Let's do that. I read over this briefing. It's fairly long. Essentially, it's going to detail. Let's take the see who Gemini gives us. Actually, before checking with Gemini, let's look at what the briefing said. The map is different from the base game. The briefing said there's an elite challenge over here, and we need to take this airfield, probably to rebase our planes over there. and then proceed down here for unusually serious resistance. The Steam workshop briefing or detail says that it's going to be less challenging than in the base game, so that's good, because those are some very ugly or serious units there. This road is nice. It makes it so you can evacuate you can go down here, deal with this, and then evacuate down into here. The question is, can we place any of our core units along in here? Looks like we can place some here. We can place some here. In the base game, you have to hold this city at all times. This one says at end of scenario, so I'm imagining, let's see here. This one and this one we have to hold at the end of the scenario. So what happens between now and turn 18? Could care less really over here. The briefing goes into how we need to hold this and hold that, and then defensive we'll just abandon the whole thing and come back and deal with it later. The briefing also detailed some British forces from Persia coming up through this area here. We can already see some various forces here. I said that these auxiliaries would be there. What looks like there's a 10 strength here and a couple here. We'll just ignore that whole front, and then we'll come back and hammer our way back and retake this with our core group. I'm assuming we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 15, 17, 18. So we can place 18 units on the ground. We don't have 18 units, so we're going to place all of them over here to the east. Let's see who Gemini gives us. Actually, I don't think we're going to go with Gemini. We're going to buy one for 10 times the base cost, which is, in this case, a tier 2 hero, which would normally cost 3,000. We're going to pay 30,000 for a crippling blow and place him here, making this SU-122 the various equivalent of a Sturm Tiger. A close approximation, at least, other than the ground defense, which is not as good, but something has to first see it, and then oh wait a minute, we'll have to lose the camouflage to put the crippling blow on it. But back to the point, something has to get to it first in order to do some damage to it, and as long as it sticks around with this 152, I figure it'll have some support, and I'm not worried too much, at least. So let's do that. Let's deduct the prestige. Like so. And take the crippling blow hero like that. These things, if I get artillery versions of this 152 and can put Elsa Kloss there, I can rethink this, but the crippling blow hero is still quite useful on planes or other units that can lever up with tank killer and crippling blow and turn make a huge difference relative to heart attack, which is now, this thing will have a 24 against a fresh unit. What to upgrade, I don't know. And what's available, that's the next item we need to figure out. I have a bunch of G-tanks from our industrial connections. Could probably do that. Have some of those. Stu 4s. Panthers. Have a lot of these, but they're kind of slot heavy. Let's see here. We have a lot of SU6s. Those as well. I guess we have the A-7. What do we have here? The G plane. Let's get rid of these. And let's see what we have here. The same. So we could take a G. What good does that do us? Not a lot. A little better defense. 26, we have plenty of parts, at least in theory. Why not do it? Okay, so Tiger 1, I like Tigers. Tiger tanks, they have 6 rounds. Nice characteristics. Let's see what would happen if we upgraded you to an A tank. We'd lose some defense, get a little hard target. Lose a round, gain a... Why should I not do it? That leaves us free to upgrade other units, such as what? This one has 5 rounds. And what is that? 6 rounds. The Stug 4 has 6 rounds. Huh. Well. Am I reading that right? I don't believe it. Let me see that again. Why have I never seen this Stug 4 previously? Switches to an artillery piece. Huh. 6 rounds. Well, that strikes me as a huge winner for this unit. It'll be able to defend itself well against ground or infantry, as well as do its thing with 1 more round than it has previously. Boom. We've done that. Huh. I wonder about you. So could we turn that into a Stug as well and just ignore this SU thing? Can turn into an artillery. Let's see how good an artillery piece. Let's see what it does. Soft attack 12, hard attack 14. Huh. Ground defense 21. 12, 14, 21. And you? 16, 14, 18. Hmm. Why do I even have this thing? I don't know. I think the Stug is better. Well, sort of about the same, really. About the same. Rapid fire? You don't have... Oh, he has a hero, though. Yeah. What if we remove all these heroes? What happens? What does it have? Times 4 entrenchment. Deadly bunker suppressing in you. Times 2 entrenchment. What's your range? Range 1. Well, there's the difference, I suppose. Oh, that's why I have the artillery, because I don't think I can put the Kloss hero. Yep, I can't put it on this anti-tank unit. Who is going to be an anti-tank for the time? And we'll put those units back like they were. We don't need the fast deployment any longer, do we? We don't. So put hit and run there. Camouflage and what else? We put anti-tank support on an anti-tank because we have... What does that mean for us? It means we'd have a 14... If we turned into an artillery piece, we'd have a 14 hard attack. So we wouldn't be much of an anti-tank as an artillery, so we'll not even bother with it. But what can be done here is some... This thing has an 18 ground defense. And you... various characteristics that are neither here nor there. I wonder if we turned this into a Stug, whether we'd have 6 rounds. That's what we know. This thing always makes me nervous deploying it, because you can never really know that it's going to perform much beyond, because if you spend a round on artillery fire, that leaves it with two rounds for support. It's horrendously expensive as well. 930 versus 600. I don't really need artillery. Especially if we turn this thing into an artillery piece. What does he have? He has ×4 entrenchment killer, right? He does. I also have, I think, lethal attack on some of these artillery. I have both lethal attack on both. So since we have the anti-air veteran trait, that frees up 2 lethal attacks. That means we could run 2 more bombers, both with lethal attack, or 1 more bomber and less reconnaissance. We put 1 less here, 1 less there. I think that frees up enough space to bring out a green bomber that hasn't really done much other than train. So I think this unit here has the +2 air defense, and we can upgrade from an 88A to a 188A, like that. Bring them out and plop a lethal on the unit, like so. Where is it? It's there. Alright. You had camouflage, right? You still wanted, you have it there. You? We took that off of this unit, which gives us an extra camouflage unit. How about you? Field repairs. This thing never takes any damage. We have 20 of these in the spare. We could camo this unit. I like the fact that it's not camoed though, because it'll run out of rounds, and then whatever it's protecting will get hammered badly. Whereas if they see it, they just don't do anything. So we'll leave that be without the camouflage. What to do with the extra camouflage here, I don't have much of any idea. I suppose we could put it on this unit, just because it's there. Our camouflaged air does very well. So now we have both of these that are camoed. This one has shock tactics as well. And somehow we still have 2 slots left. What happened here? 6 slots only. Alright, well. Out these guys come again. And we can upgrade. Let's see. Upgrade what? This one to something mildly offensive. We don't. If this thing attacks, you know that it shouldn't be doing that, and you're in trouble anyway. You should just run away. These attack because they're auto surrender. This thing attacks because it's vigilant, rapid fire, and has the overrun characteristics. But even if this 8-rad were an 8-rad 234/2 instead of the /1, it still shouldn't attack because it has no business attacking. Which means we don't have to upgrade it. Which means that we can upgrade something else. Which would be what? What exactly to upgrade? I suppose we could upgrade one of our fighters, which is a good idea. We could upgrade you to the -7 version. It's about the same though, isn't it? One of these elephants into something, or... Tell me why I want a 152 on the field. To protect from infantry. But none of our units are susceptible to infantry. These things have a decent ground defense, and they're always adjacent to, say, support of one variety or other. And if they're not, they sort of hang back. So why? All this thing does is really make me nervous with the rounds. So we can turn it into a Jag Panther. We can't do that because we're out of upgrades, or it would seem so. All that and for what? Well, we have no upgrades available, so we'll do that next turn. And that is that. Let's place these units and carry on. All right, I placed these units. The briefing said something about needing an airfield, but we have one right here. We're going to take this one back anyway. I placed most of my units here, as I think that this one can be retaken, and then we'll have to rebase up here, assuming we take that. I placed most of my units here, and then there's a couple of units here that are going to try to maneuver their way across this territory here without being eliminated. It should be interesting. We can support them theoretically by air if need be. If not, they'll make it. They'll make it. I know they can do it. Let's go ahead here and carry on. So we can go all the way out there and right here as well. So that's that for that. We'll go find out what we have here. 15. We can go in the. Let's go up on this mountain there. Choose that unit. Do we have flexible command? We don't. Oh! I've done it again. Why do I do that? This is the recon unit. I didn't. Okay, well. Now I know. Alright, well. That's a rather inauspicious start, I must say. We can go right here and hope we don't get bombed. We'll go right up on this hill. We're still not over our units, so how far can you go? I think we can rebase our shock tactics camo man up there to make it so our recon car will not be eliminated. This should slow us down in no slight amount, really. So let's roll right out here, or fly out there. We can fly right out here as well. And then let's see. It's looking grim for the enemy. It's looking quite grim for them. Who are you? Spitfire plane. Let's see. This is our HE-219. Alright, so we can send a Strat bomber out to a double bomb this unit right here. Or we could send Redone out. To double bomb and then finish him off. That sounds like a better idea, really. 8 points. What if we go like that? Let's see. Where does Redone end up? We don't know. But we do know we can send this unit out and bombard this unit twice. We'd want to send out, say, our camouflaged fighter off in this direction. The problem is he can't really make it all that far. So we can go send you here and you over here as well. So now we have no camouflage and no air support, unfortunately. What should we do with this our bomber crew? I think we send them out surrounding this camouflage unit here. And see what happens. So what do we have here? Can get our Jag Tiger down. It's camouflaged. Maybe we're just we're happy enough just like this here. Let's see what goes on over here. And that's Stewart and Recoilless and Valentine. Well, that works. That's a Vigilant Tiger with a +4 heart attack. The hero from somewhere. Rapid fire and then the bolter hero. Alright, so he has 2 rounds left. Good for him, good for him. We need to find somebody. An enemy to... we don't want to lose this airfield either. Maybe we're happy. Maybe we're happy. This is a Vigilant tank. Will go up here. We'll roll right back here. We'll get our Pioneer here into the Vigilant terrain. And we'll get right back here as well. Let's get our Surrender Man here. And this Luke's right here as well. And then you, we can go right up here. Call it a turn. As to what goes on around here, I don't really know. Don't really know. Figure out how many units that the enemy's brought while we can still see over there. Bishop. I think that was relatively tameless, sort of. You're not vigilant, you really shouldn't be going down there. You would want to get, what is this, hills. This is not, and this is not. This is not a hill either. And you, 7 points of 15 right there. Alright, so this unit is almost completely suppressed, which means it's not going to be doing much when we attack this artillery piece right here. Okay, so 3 points is not much, but here, on the other hand, that's a double 12. Let's do that. 20 points from the top there. We can get this fighter or this fighter to support our efforts there, so we don't really have to worry about exactly what's going on there, as we have plenty of support. All we have to do is begin bombing. So if we want to bomb this guy, we're going to have to send a fighter here. So if we send this fighter down there, shock tactics, we'll send you there. Get 7 points from you. Boom. That means we can send our most experienced strat bomber to double attack you. Like that. These guys are 45. I was going to send this Jag Tiger off somewhere else, but perhaps he'll stick around a little while. 14 and 10. Alright, so we can also go here and bombard you, because why not? What are we doing here? 12 points. 12 points, this sounds reasonable. This thing's not getting anywhere near our meager overstrength 15 Tiger tank, so why worry about it? You, on the other hand, we need to find out exactly what's roaming around down here. This airbase, we've got 2 units. Let's take them out, so we can drop the ball here. Bounce next turn. Okay, so you're stuck there, but you can attack. Let's bombard. 12 points. Well, why not do it? Completely obliterate that unit. 12 points there. We may move him, who knows? We've not moved him, but good enough. So this unit, let's see, it's a rapid fire hit and run camouflage. What if we go right here and put 11 points in this guy, and then we turn to an anti or an artillery piece. We could bombard him again. Now this unit should not be in the close. It's probably going to face some sort of penalty from this infantry here that won't be able to make it through the Tiger zone of control, but if he passes through here, he's going to pay a toll, other than he has first strike, so maybe he doesn't pay any toll. We'll move you forward here, repair. We'll get right here as well. And as for this unit's need to be involved in this activity at all, not so much so. Let's get him moving down this way. So Redone is, let's move him up here. We'll get these fighters, like, or recon planes, like so. You and you surround the camouflage trap. That leaves you freed up to do 13 points to that unit here, or we could move back to this base here. Let's do that. We'll go back here. Do we have any more recon planes? We have this one. We can go back here. We'll up this area. These units here try to make their way across this area without being discovered. And then let's see what we have here. Cromwell artillery. Tiger, rapid fire, +4 heart attack. That's about the size of that. This ignores entrenchment is nice on that Tiger as well there. So it makes it a jack of all trades that's actually good at all the trades that it engages in. The problem is we'll get bombed mercilessly again if we proceed down there too hastily. Let's go like that. If we can surrenderize this unit, we can do it. We have no support for our poor Pioneer tank. Or not tank, but a unit. Do we want to go over there and support him? I'd rather hold this air base, to be frank. So if we put you on the air base, we put that unit over there. We could put the camouflaged unit. Let's do that. We'll put the camouflaged unit here. And then we have to have some kind of support here or else we're screwed. This guy can't move because it was strat bombed. This unit would be decent at soft attack repulsion. Really has no ability to do anything in the close. He has 3 rounds. If this thing wanders up there, it'll get worked over badly. So we can then place you on this base, get you back here. Go like that. This unit will protect the vigilant Panzer or Tiger. We get our Lukes down here. We need to deal with the units to the east, and then we'll pull back down that road and get a little bit more offensive around this area. Until then, we'll just have to wait. In theory, this shouldn't be in the close either, but we'll see. We'll see. We have an Su-122 with crippling blow, and it makes a 21 soft attack. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Let's see, we can repair here. Let's do it. And I think that is everybody, right? These guys have moved. Over here, we have everyone moved, right? No random units wandering about. Let's flip the turnover. Suppression, ouch. So if someone were to attack him and he didn't have that 2 back there, he could move out of the close and then could get ugly for him. So luckily that 122 is there. These guys did not attack. Not exactly sure why or how they know that there's a camouflaged 122, Su-122, but apparently they do. I'm going to try to figure that out. Some serious Air Force here. What was that? Something just bombarded my Su-6 and encircled my whole army. These guys have gone mad. What bombarded my... Is this thing? Uh-oh. That would be the problem. My Tiger there with the Vigilant and +4 heart attack was playing conservative and returned to base instead of protecting this this flank here. And now he has 2 suppression. Luckily 5 rounds still available to him. So perhaps we'll stop that. Who are you? A Stuart tank? Are you any good? Not really. Who are you? A Bishop? Not particularly good either. Hummer and a Cromwell. Cromwell is the one we want to surrender. Let's go like that. Oh. I see. Apparently we're stuck on this road here. We can't, if we go here, we can't attack this Joker Cromwell because of the road access. It's a rough desert, so we can only attack it in a specified manner. Well, we could take the hit or bomb this thing out. Let's leave that alone there for a minute. We need to get the heck out of this area immediately. Who are you? 11 points. Let's leave that alone. Leave it alone. What do we have here? $21 points. I think we can overrun this thing with our Jag type. We can't, though. It doesn't have rapid fire. We can, though, if we play it just the right way. This thing, we really don't need any trouble with it. So it's down to a reasonable level. Now this guy, on the other hand, we could have, woulda, shoulda. Let's leave that alone for the time being as well. We need to bomb these units. This one specifically needs to expire immediately. We need to overrun him. Get down. Artillery +2 range and shock tactics. Boom. All we need to do is find a place for her. If I put her on this unit, or not this unit, what do I have to give up? I need an ISU-152. That's what I need. I need to capture a 152 that's an artillery piece. And then I can run Elsa Claus and the +2 range. That'll give the SU-152 or ISU-152 a range of 6. With both the artillery and anti-tank characteristics, but I don't have an artillery version of the IS-152. All I have are more anti-tank 152s than I know what to do with. The good news is our prestige is quite low. we'll probably spend another 5,000. And by the time that we are finished with this scenario, and there's a prestige reset that you can do for set it to 9,500, and you get the ISU 152 artillery. I think. Let me check. It says you get 19 ISU 152 ATY artillery. You have to assume that ATY is artillery, as it would just say AT if it were anti-tank. So I think I get my unit, but I may have to keep a field repairs on it, as I think there's only, well, maybe we acquire more on the field. We'll find some. Whatever the case, we need to put some points into this thing. How many points exactly? Could we surrender it? We can't. We wouldn't want to, irrespective of any of that. Oh! No, 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 no. What is it? We could go up there, and then we could support it with this camouflaged unit. And you as well, the Jag. We can do. Let's see. Let's move them up there. We're going to repair them. We're not going to attack. That's for certain. We could surrender this thing as well, I think. Huh? No surrender. We can't do it. But let's see. We can repair. And now, how much damage do we do? 21. Which means that we need just a tad bit more damage. What if we send our greenish 5 points? And you're doing, in theory, that sort of works out exactly correct, which never really does. So let's send a double strike here to just make sure we don't get screwed. And then we can completely overrun this rascal here. We should be, I see, we can't. Well, where's our camouflaged? So we need to support you here and here. Now, why we went there? We didn't want it. We go here because we may want to bomb this guy as well. So right now we're doing 12 points. We can send our single strike here for 7 points, which means we can overrun him as well. We can also send Redone up here over our half-dead recon car, leaving 18 points against that unit. How far can our other camo man get? Not far enough, but we have this HE-219 fighter that can put 2 points right here, or 2 attacks, boom and bam. This Valentine obviously does not have a particularly high ground defense or air defense. We'll go like that. Allows us to go down here for 16 points. We happen to have a fighter right here, and we happen to have, we should have a double strike bomber around here somewhere. He's gone. He's not gone though. Where is he? He's here. We bombed this guy twice. And we can go down. I see. 2 and 9. Boom! That should be the end of the Armored Menace. We have 2 rounds left. Let's get the heck back here to this area. So let's send. We have this entire region here visualized, and there's just infantry. So deploying our Jag Tiger down there is a poor idea. We didn't repair you last turn. We need to do that immediately. Let's get you here under the aura of that. we'll get to Sturm, and then we'll get right here as well, and we'll move this unit as far as possible back toward the combat zone. So we'll move you down here. All right. That leaves you for a pop. I see. We do not want to do that because we have you right there that can Zot 13 him. So we can put this unit down instead. A Hurricane or a Spitfire. We'll put the Spitfire down. Why not? So these units are still encircled. We need this thing to disappear, so let's make that happen like so. How they knew about this 122, I don't know. How about we pull you back, and you perhaps this you over here, move you here. Boy, oh boy. You here. They'll attack. This is sort of dangerous, really. We get another turn. We'll not stand for it, though. Just take that unit out. Go right here. Boom. We'll have no rounds left. Ask me if I care. There's nobody around. This something could happen in some way to where they could cut off the supply, but they'd have to make it here to cut. Actually, they have to get. Well, whatever the case, the odds are considerably lower, if not near impossible, that we do become encircled again via this route. I suppose you could run up here, and he can do it then. Yeah, it's possible. Let's. He can still go up there, though, yeah. You can go and... why we would want to be on a river in a swamp with a tank, vigilant or otherwise, I don't really know. What if you roll back over here? And you go right here, and you go right here. That makes it virtually impossible. We'll become encircled again. We can repair you, or not. We attacked, that's why, okay. And we can get these guys rebased. We can go like that. Like that. We have another... We don't. How about these units? Have they gone? Uh-oh. That's our own guy. Good for us. Let's go here. And there as well. Next turn. What was that? That could have been a 152 artillery, although I bet it's one of those 70s. Let's see here. SU-152. I don't see anything about artillery, though. There's a lot of planes buzzing around. Oh. Yikes. Holy moly. I think that was a Vigilant Grenadier in Vigilant territory, but I suppose it doesn't really make a difference. Uh-oh. From the air. Quite a few units about here, really. That's nice of them. Step right up there. Saves us a movement point to go and chase them down. Cromwell. So we made it through without becoming circled again. And let's see this lot over here. Boom. Boom. 14 points. Boom. We care about that airbase? I can't say really as we do. I wouldn't know why we would care about it. We go down there, we'll just be out of the fray all that much longer. We got our hero. Let's roll it out. Let's get this guy moving in this direction. Give them something to shoot at if nothing else. We'll go here. We can get there as well. Let's just go down. We'll go there as well. Give them maybe something to target. We'll go here. Alright, so you are stuck. You can go see here, and then you get there. Alright, our units here. By the time they get by the time they get back, they'll meet up with some well, we'll see what happens with that whole thing. That these guys that seem distracted from engaging with these units. They're all here. They seem happy. So we'll leave those guys be for the time being. 2 points, 10 points, 2 points. Nothing about no surrender, right? Nope. It's the same unit, 43 tank. Boom. Alright, then. So we have a 5-point unit here. We really don't need any more trouble. What's that? Our okay, so this is not a core unit. You are. So you are. You have the ability to do nothing. You could go here and do nothing. Or you could overrun that unit, which is good because we're headed in this direction anyway. If we don't overrun that unit, we're essentially screwed. But it's almost a sure thing. So now. We'll heal up when we're good and ready. How about you? 15 points. Boom. That means, what the... Yikes. We need to repair you. What is this thing here? Wellington. Wellington, air attack, ground attack, hard attack, 8. You just don't do very well against the air. Something like that. Well, whatever the case may or may not be, Let's make sure that doesn't happen again. So, alright, and how about you? We can go and put 15 points right there as well. Why not do it? $15. There's a British air base right here. I really want to know what's down there. Let's find out. There's a lone anti-air gun. I think these guys may pick it up on the way back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go this way. Stay on the road. Roll right in that city. Take out this anti-tank. Pop this recon that was going to encircle our entire army. Save 3 rounds. Repair up. Be happy. Let's see, our Grenadier. Who are you and how do you... Typhoon Mark 1B. Grenadier unit, we can roll him down here. Why not put him right there? Okay. We still have the Redone unit to soften up either of this lot here. Completely eliminated that unit. 1 and 8. 7 and 4. Why don't we... Do we have a... Where's our other... Here he is there. We can go right here. And then bombard you. A couple of times. Like so. Repair you. Repair you. Roll up here. Boy, repair you. Let's get adjacent to this vigilant dual support, but not in the close because this guy could do some damage. This guy's happy. We repaired there. We can go down here into the vigilant terrain. Let's do that. We'll go here. Backed up by our double support Tiger 1. And that looks to be the end of that. I think. How about you? You done anything? You have. You have not done anything. We can send these units out as bait for our camouflage trap here. We can bring these units forward, but there's no space, which means we can close the camo trap, hit the button, and see what happens. Looks like this fortification had a spawn. We survived the turn again. We're about an hour in or thereabouts. It's a good time to end the episode. That will do it for this episode. Let's see what goes on over here. Do we still have Now we don't have any visualization other than here. There were a lot of units last time I checked. We need to take these 2 hexes back over. And we need to get over there. We have 13 turns to do it. Just roll right up this road. And that'll be the size of that. Destroy 47th Army HQs. Whereabouts they are, I don't really know. We're going to find them, though. That's what we'll do in the next episode. I hope to see